Ska. All right. Finishing up my little treat I have tonight. Hi, Tony. So I better turn the volume down over here. I was watching Carrie earlier. Was getting a little bit of feedback from that. So we had Zoom going earlier. There's about 6 of us in there. I had to go dinner with Florida, and I came back, and there was about 4 in there. When I joined, everybody left or muted their mic. So guess it's just gonna be me tonight. Let me shut my video off for 1 second. I get a little bit of coffee. I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Now the video. There we go. So either I've shrank or my chair's down or something because I look too low in this. But when I checked the chair earlier today, it was fine. Hello, me again. Yeah, chair's fine. Maybe I'm just slouching. No, I think my hair looks wonderful. Looks just lovely. Guess what I could do is pin the link to Zoom. Guess I could do that. I don't know. Long day. Watched Carrie. Pretty much for the most part, all of it. There was a half hour, very low on YouTube. Okay. Thank you, Kenny, for pointing that out. Let me go see if I can figure out why that is. You know, that's weird because according to my, according to the audio mixer, it's up. It's just fine. I'm gonna bump it up to about here, and let's see if that makes a difference. Hopefully, it will. Yeah, that's going to be Greg. Yes, it is. Okay, so got to get an audio check now, Kenny, to see if that's any better. Oh, and I see the white line is back, which means I'm using the wrong source over here. Oh my goodness. Which one is it I want to use? I don't think it's that one. Check that out, see. Nope, that made it worse. That doubled it up there briefly for a second. Okay, volume is very low. Audio is still low. I don't know what it is unless I need to restart the computer because let me go look at something. Only slightly better. Wow, that's at 100%. Oh, geez, let's see here. Let's go to that, turn that on, turn that off. See if that solved that problem. Okay, that solves that problem. Now I've got to figure out the audio.
Sounds perfect to me.
Yeah, probably on Zoom it is going to be good. Zoom's got its. Oh, you know what? It might be because I did make a change in Zoom, but that shouldn't
Hello.
Hey, Rick. Glad to see you're back. Let me check.
Hey, Rick.
Check one,
Yeah,
check
Rick.
two, check three. Yeah, the mixer's getting into the yellow barely. Let me see if I do this, if that makes a difference or not. No, that's 100% too. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me throw up that. And let me go into settings, go into audio, and then let me go up to here. Okay, can I get a zoom check, please?
You're good.
Oh, it's too loud. Okay, you guys are fine. That was me. Now let me check this. Now, how's zoom? Does zoom get a little bit louder?
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of. So I'm gonna back that back down to about right there. All right. Copy that. Hit that. That should have made hopefully a huge difference over here. All right. Better for you. Put Gary in the waiting room is a good restart. Okay, so now the audio maybe should be good in Zoom.
Yeah.
And it should be good on YouTube. Now you're going low again. That makes no sense. Everything's at 100% except for Zoom, and Zoom's at 60%. So that makes no sense at all. I better
Not much more you can do.
I better call Doug and Carrie and see what they think.
I think Doug's resting.
Oh, I don't know. I bet you they're working on that machine. It's only 8:30 in the evening out there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had a busy day.
Walmart?
Got up 10:35. Damn.
Yeah, really?
Early for me.
Yeah.
I've been up 14 hours.
So what'd you do to be busy?
I jumped in the rain locker, shaved, and got some.
Oh, we can't see what it is because of the blur or the background.
New State Farm insurance.
Oh, okay.
I said, hell with Allstate. I ain't paying them high prices. She laughed at it too.
Yeah, our insurance went up slightly going from here to there. Of course, we are going from cornfield heaven in the middle of nowhere to Indianapolis, Indiana. So I did expect the rates to go up a little bit. Not quite as much as they did, but I went with the people that gave us the best deal.
Well, I was paying Allstate, was charging me $2,600 a year.
For both home and auto?
No, just for auto.
Just for auto?
Damn. Yeah.
Really?
No tickets, no accidents, nothing in the last 25 years.
So I guess my $745 a year is pretty good then.
She got it down to, she increased a couple of things, but I can't remember what she got it down to. Oh, is this the house?
No.
Yeah, that's the house.
Oh, okay.
That went up a little bit, but she raised up the value of the house. Allstate had my house at $250. She raised it to $290 value.
That's replacement value, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. And she added for like $4 a month, I think it is.
Oh, I gotta fix this.
If my sump pump fails and I get flooded in the basement, I'm covered up to $30,000 worth of repairs.
That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I tried to just. Okay, that's a little better. Somehow my camera got out of whack. Don't know how that could have happened. Well, that's much better. I'm not slouching, actually sitting up in a chair. I could probably slouch and be all right now.
Well, according to this paper, it says total 6-month premium $177.00.
So $340, $354 a year.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so compared to $2,700.
And Tony says I'm buffering now. Well, that's not good. What is going on with this stuff tonight? Haven't had any issues all day long with anything. Well, OBS still broken, but that's a given. Huh. I don't know. Let me go check one quick little thing here. Oh, there's an Intel update. I got the red dot. That means there's a update, right?
Probably for your network card.
Probably Windows 11.
No.
No, it's the graphics again, which is ironic because I kind of been looking at graphics cards all day, and I reached out to Jim for some guidance, and the one I wanted, he said don't get it. For a little over $100 more. I can get the next series up, so that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm
You look at EVGA.
Yeah, I'll show you guys. Let's see, which one is it I want? I want this one.
1650.
This is the one I was looking at. EVGA G4 1660, 456, and then with my little bit of pittance I've got 450. And then he recommended, if I can find it here. Oh, I don't want my email. That's not what I want. Just close that. He recommended this one right here, the 2060. Both of them are 12 gigabyte DDR6. A little bit more money, but that's fine.
Yeah, but you're getting a lot more RAM.
No, I think they're both
12.
Both 12.
Oh, they're both 12?
Yep. One of them's 5, one of them's 6. So the 456 one is no, it is only 6 gigabyte.
Yeah, you're getting double. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Now that's weird because the one I sent him was 12, but yeah, that's clearly the better buy. Yeah. No question on that. That's
$75 more.
Yeah, of course I'll do the update later, Bobby. No, let me do it right now. Let me know if it's still buffering. I could turn this into the Doug and Carrie show real quick. I sure hope they're not watching. That would be funny. So we had a pretty good Zoom right afterwards. Alex and I had been talking, a good hour and a half, and then Jeff joined in, then Chris joined in, then Blackwatch joined in. I think that was everybody.
I was making a homemade chili.
Well, that sounds good.
Extra salsa, extra serrano peppers, extra chili powder.
That does sound good. Well, we got some good news today. About 12:30, my realtor called and said she talked to her 107-year-old electrical dude, and he's going to come out Wednesday at 9 and do everything that needs to be done. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's real good. 3 weeks from today, that's the title of the show. 3 weeks. Countdown has begun. This time in 3 weeks, well, actually an hour earlier because of the hour time difference, I hope to be broadcasting a real brief, hey, we're in the house, we're moving in, talk to you guys tomorrow, and then, work all night or whatever to get the little bit of organization set up. It's going to go by quick. I know that. We were going to Indiana tomorrow. We decided not to because we got to be there on Friday for her to solidify all her employment stuff. And then we'll go see everybody. And then, 2 weeks later, I've already called my 2 sons, and they said, yeah, we'll come help you out Friday night. Of course, the kids are sick, and, something will come up. So, which is fine. My brother said he'd come over, but he said he didn't think he could do a whole lot, which I don't expect him to do anything, to be honest. Maybe sit there and direct traffic. We did that once in California. We had a 2-family moving day one day, and that was the most chaotic. Literally, we ended up telling people, just go, take the kids and go away. We'll move the stuff because everybody was getting in the way. Hey, Matthew Camp, good evening. Good to see you. Jeff pointed out on Carrie's stream there was a guy named Stan Hirstov, Hristov.
Yeah, I've seen that name.
He started the day as a mod, and he ended the day not being a mod. So I don't know what he said to make someone mad, but he's no longer a mod. And Doug's favorite person, Google Eyes, was there.
Oh, Mitch.
He was no the guy from Doug's channel. Remember Google Eye or Google Eyes?
Oh yeah, I've seen the name.
Yeah, he was there today, and he was still going on about Doug didn't know anything, and then he started in on Carrie, and boy, as soon as he did that, he got taken. He was hidden real quick. So,
I'm surprised Doug spent all that money.
Yeah, he kind of alluded to that.
$8,000.
He said the opportunity presented itself, and he thought, why not? And we talked. Lauren and I talked about it. I figured we discussed it a little bit tonight. Who cares? What bothers me is, do you guys remember we were on a Doug stream and I asked him, "Are you getting the big build?" And he looked up and then he said, "No." Thus today, he's not
maybe getting. Maybe that was true at that time.
No, that was after Carrie.
He said the reason was because for him, because then if he admitted that he was getting it, it would be a birthday gift. He was getting it for himself for a birthday gift. That's why he never admitted it until today.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Well, like Lorna said, it's his money. Who cares what he does with it? You ain't taking it with you when you die.
That's for sure.
So you might as well enjoy it. Nice profile picture at Blackwatch TV. Blackwatch.
That could be water and terrain vehicle.
Yeah. I don't know if I was in his situation and I had an extra $8,000 sticking around, and I figure Kerry did say he thinks it's going to last about 15 years. So,
I would hope at least 8 to 10.
Yeah, I would hope long time. I mean, I kind of had a chuckle when he put the thing on there, whatever he was trying to do, put his image on that machine, and it didn't work. I did have to kind of giggle a little bit because I did find that to be funny, but they'll get it. I have all the confidence in the world that they'll get it. Now we're going to have the dead air, as it was called, all day today. Somebody sent me a message this late at night. Is there a lag in buffering? If there is, Tony, I'm not seeing it. Of course, I'm not really watching the chat that well. I'm focusing more on Zoom. Let me go check something out over here. Make sure I set this up right.
Every time I put something in chat, it minimizes the Zoom window.
That's interesting.
Yeah, when I click with my cursor, now it minimizes the Zoom window. So I can type something.
Yeah.
It minimizes the Zoom window. I got to bring it back up.
All the settings are correct over there.
Now I've got the Zoom window on top of the YouTube, and the chat is on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I've done that before and just kind of shrink it down. Let me go check OBS and see if there's anything in
I don't think it's on your end. I think it's my end.
Let me see. I wonder. Nope, that ain't it. Okay. I don't think I have any update. Well, I've got that one update's pending, but I wouldn't think that would have any effect on what's going on. Let's check over here.
Yes. As soon as I click in the chat to type something, it minimizes it down to my taskbar, and I have to bring it back up.
That's weird. Yeah, see, I don't have any updates pending other than one that's in the Intel thing. Oh, no, there was one. Security update, Microsoft Defender antivirus 67602. That's the same one I got earlier today, so apparently that's not going through. View update history. Successful. I don't have any unsuccessful, so just today. No, I'm there.
Yeah, I got the antivirus just now too. It's installing it. It's done.
I had to laugh coming home. Okay, now that was interesting. I just sent Tony a message on my phone, and it popped up in big bold red letters and said "not delivered." So maybe something's going on with the internet. Oh, you know what? On my phone, I think the wireless got turned off. In fact, I know the wireless got turned off because Alex wanted me to do something on my cellular data, and then he kind of wished he hadn't because my cellular data speed was 240, and I think he was expecting it to be a lot lower. Hopefully that helps the message. It's not going to help YouTube out at all, but it might. Oh yeah, that one went right through, so that's cool. That solved that problem. Oh boy. So what was your weather like today, Rick?
Cold and windy.
No snow?
No, not really.
I actually put salt out on the back porch and a little bit of spacing between the garage and the door. Melt the ice, which it did. We're supposed to be 50 by Sunday, so I'll get a lot done in the garage Sunday. In fact, my goal is to have everything we're taking boxed or packed or, organized to go. Ken's cell speed is faster than mine. What? Yeah, I think he instantly regretted that because I think he didn't think it was, and I honestly didn't know what it was going to be. But his whole point was for me to check it here, and then when we get there, check it over there to see what the difference is going to be because being in a bigger city. And that way, if my internet ever goes out, I've got cellular data to fall back on. And of course, we talked about his impending job.
How did the interview go?
He said it went well. He was telling me today that every time he answered a question, her answer to him was perfect. So
that could just be standard though.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Jeff said. I hope he gets it. I really do.
He does too. Give him something to do.
Yeah, it sure will. It will be really good.
It gets old sitting around the house watching the idiot box all day long. I got to find things to do.
Well, if you want something to do, you can take a 3-day drive to 46 Mitchell Avenue. You can help us pack up. And if you're really wanting something to do, show up about the 8th or 9th, and then on the 10th, you can drive over to Indianapolis with us and help us unload.
I just sent you a $500 check. Thanks in the mail.
Okay, good. Yeah. Got everything paid for today. Got everything set up to go on the 11th there. Well, the internet, I still got to research that. But yeah, everything after that call. I mean, Lorna literally was doing a happy dance in the living room. Went in 2 hours late. I don't blame her. She was scheduled by herself again, so hopefully she's going to leave about a week from tonight. Just go in there and tell them she put the wrong date down. Be fine with me. And I got to research for a Filipino store in the greater Indianapolis area, which I just got to believe there's going to be one. Otherwise,
I'm sure there is. We've got a few here.
Yeah, well, there's one up in Champaign, which is about 60, 65 miles away, depending on how you go. And it's real nice. So if nothing else, once a month, we'll be running over to Champaign, Illinois from Indianapolis to go to the Filipino store. So, and I've not looked yet. I know there are Asian stores there, but it's not a true Filipino store. Because we've been to the Asian stores in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it came up right away. Somebody searched it for Saratoga Grocery, Commercial Drive, Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's out on the west side of Indianapolis.
Asian Market.
That would be Jeff.
Carew International Food Market, Lafayette Road.
There's Vietnamese, Viet Hu, or Hey, H-U-A, Fang Family Magnard. That's going to be Vietnamese. Another Vietnamese. Oh, here we go. Salamat Cookies. That's way up in Fishers, though. It's closer to driving to Champaign, but clearly with the name of Salamat Cookies, it's going to be Filipino.
Supposed to be a Filipino store in Indianapolis on Center Avenue.
You got a name for it?
It's in Yellow Pages. Let's see what it says. Come on.
Filipino store.
Yeah, it's the name is.
When you were in Vegas, do you know about the one? We have one near Serene and I can't think of the cross street. It's about a mile from me, and it's a Filipino market supposedly, and restaurant or something.
There was one that we went to that was up by Aliante.
No.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I know where that is. It's not that close to me. I'll have to find the other street.
Yeah. That was the one we went to all the time. That guy was really a pretty nice guy. He gave us deals all the time.
I've never gone in this one, but it's near where we get our haircut. In a little shopping center, and it's near a Walmart and a Sam's shopping center here on this part of town.
Huh. Now this one was up there by Aliante, and I think it was relatively new. And we liked it. She liked it. They had everything she always wanted. Wow, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 Asian places to either restaurant or stores in the greater Indianapolis area.
Okay, this one is called Kusina, Kusina, Ni, Lorraine.
Yeah, no.
It's a Filipino restaurant, I guess. I think they sell some stuff too.
Yeah, well.
And it's only $1 sign on the thing, so it's supposed to be an inexpensive place.
Yep. There was a seafood city that we went to that was down just past the strip. I can't think of the street that it was on. And they used to be pretty good, but they started running out of stuff, and they weren't sure when they were going to get it back in. So that's when we went and found that one up at Aliante.
There's Chin Family Market.
Yeah.
On Madison Avenue in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I don't know if you know where this is. This is near Spencer and Serene.
No, that's not.
That's way over. We're south of the airport.
You say that's on Madison Avenue, Greg?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Oh, let me go back here and check it again.
Because I'm real familiar with Madison Avenue. Well, that was. You got Indie Asian Grocery, Win Asian Market, Mimi's Asian Restaurant.
Chin Family Market, 7410 Madison Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana.
I see Chin Brothers Restaurant. I don't see the market. 7400. That's going to be way down here. Must be relatively new.
Yeah, come on, Black Watch, get in the Zoom.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, here we go. Let me catch up. Oh my gosh.
You can never tell what he's going to do.
No, that's.
There's an Asian supermarket in Indiana.
Did you say 7400 block? Okay.
Yeah, 7410.
So this one's interesting. I typed in Filipino store in Indianapolis, and it just popped up Honest Abe's Tire Store. Okay.
Well, like they say, Abe Lincoln said, if you see it on the internet, it's true.
I heard that. I heard that he did say that.
Yeah.
Robert said he's been busy all night at work, so.
When you gonna start? Well, you got a while. I was gonna ask you when you're gonna start loading up your U-Haul truck or whatever you're doing.
Oh, I've hired a moving company. I'm not doing anything. We will pack everything. They'll put everything on the truck. They'll drive over and unload everything.
Okay. When I was young, a a long time ago. We moved a couple times by ourselves. Never again. At this point in time.
We did
You
that
know,
from Sahara when we were in Vegas over to Sailor Way, and I did it all by myself, literally, and never again. I physically right now know I can't do it. You know, I know I can move the desk and the computers and the TVs and maybe a few boxes, but when it comes to the beds and the sofas and the tables, there's no way. No, just. And I'm not stupid enough to say, oh, you know, I know I can do this. I'll just take my time. No, that mattress back there, it's a twin. It took me about a half hour to move it across the room. Seriously, I mean, I was literally embarrassed that it took that long.
Well, the last time I tried to help move a mattress, we went out and bought a new queen size mattress and a frame to put in my granddaughter's room here in the house. And 2 or 3 of us were moving the mattress out of the back of my truck. And I was backing up and I tripped over the curb and fell on my hip on the sidewalk. Luckily I didn't break it probably at my age.
Yeah, you're supposed to fall into the mattress, not away from the mattress.
The mattress fell on top of me.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It'd been better if I'd have fallen on the mattress, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Did anybody happen to catch that on video? Is this going to be on America's Funniest Videos anytime soon?
I hope not. Not unless my neighbor had a security cam. Of course, that was 2 years ago now, so it's probably been overwritten.
Yeah. Now, we've got a queen-size bed. There's no way I can move that mattress by myself anymore. Just not happening. No. My brother actually took the news that we're hiring a moving company a little better than I thought he would tonight. He actually did.
Oh, he thought he was going to come help you do it or something?
No, his brilliant idea is to go down here to the university and tell 2 university kids we'll pay them $150 to just load the truck. And then the same.
Well, I have a friend that moved from here to Idaho Falls. That way, although it wasn't from the university, he's Mormon and he got a bunch of kids from the church that he paid to help him load up. Of course, they have a tradition of helping each other.
Oh, sure.
They're very family oriented.
Well, my luck would be I'd go rent the truck about $600 and then offer them $150 each. That's another $300, so $900. They wouldn't show up, and then I'm up a creek because Lauren and I cannot load the truck.
Yep, I know.
Even if I could get some kind of an bigger dolly to put the stuff on and kind of do, I couldn't even do that, I don't think. So then I sat here and ran the numbers, and I called the guy back, and he said, I'll give you a discount, and this is when we can do it. So I'm like, cool, you're hired. And he helped move us over to here when we moved from our apartment, so it's not like we don't know who he is. There are some advantages to Cornfield Heaven and it being a small place.
Well, when we moved out here from South Carolina, I just hired professional movers, and that was the end of it. I just not.
Yeah. That's.
The doctors from various exams and whatever I've had tell me I basically have the beginnings of 3 hernias right now.
I'd stop going to them doctors.
Not pooching out any place or whatever, but it's just, there's weakness there.
Yeah.
2 what they call linguinal hernias and 1 at my navel now starting to pop out. And so I'm not going to lift anything really heavy anymore. I'm just not going to do it.
I don't blame you. Blame you a bit.
And I'm not physically able to lift what I could even 15 years ago. And so that's the way it goes.
I hear that.
I have almost no grip anymore, even for opening jars. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah, you know how you used to be able to take a knife or a screwdriver or a hammer and tap the lid and it would help you? Yeah.
If I tried that, I'd probably break the glass.
I was getting ready to say, you got to be real careful when you're tapping that, because if you tap it just a little too hard, you've got a mess on your hand.
Yeah, well, I had one of those things you grip with.
Yeah.
The handles and the teeth that grip the lid.
Yeah.
It's one I had bought my mother years ago, and when we emptied out her place, I brought this here. and now that has disappeared from the kitchen. I don't know why. Maybe my grandson thought he had to do something with it. I mean, kids will just grab stuff when they get an idea in their head. And,
Sure. Well,
I'm not mad about it or anything. I'm just puzzled.
Yeah, the problem wasn't the fact that it was a mess from where the jar broke. The problem was putting up with her bitching about how I was trying to open the doggone jar. Till I reminded her it was her stuff and her jar I was trying to open.
Yep.
I know what happened with it. Jeff Blackwatch stole them.
Yeah, oh, well, probably.
Probably.
Probably unknowns to me, he's been down here and got a key to my house.
Jeff has gone missing from his kitchen again. Oh, boy.
That's actually true. I'm upstairs in my office. I'm not in the kitchen.
I can always find my kitchen. There's always something to do in there, something to eat or something to cook.
Funny you should
I just got done doing the dishes from supper, so I'm missing from the kitchen at the moment.
So I needed a measuring cup today. And I needed it to be something that we were never going to ever use again because I was going to put a caustic material in it. I needed one cup. So I go to the cabinet where I'm guessing the stuff's going to be, and I open it up, and the cabinet is bare. So she's actually done some real work because they're bare. So then I thought, well, I'll just check the other cabinet. It's bare. So then I thought, I'll check the drawers. Open the drawers. They're not bare, but there's hardly anything in them. So, hey, Tom. Well, there were 5 boxes in there, so she did something. I see Thomas joined us, and Tony is making a funny joke. And I seen somebody else that I thought I missed earlier. If I've missed you, I'm sorry.
It looks like an apothecary thing by Tony's comment.
Yeah, that's what.
Mortar and pestle sort of like thing.
Sort of, yeah.
If my old eyes don't deceive me.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
You mean you're going to plastic silverware and paper plates already?
No. No, no.
Going to eating out already?
That's happened 3 times in the last 4 days, yes. And that's got to stop because that's not good. But one of my mom's friends, that's all she had was plastic forks, plastic plates, plastic cups, and she would wash them after she had her meals instead of throwing them away and using new ones. My mom went through a phase of that for about, I don't know, a month, and my sister and I decided we're not going to let her do that.
Well, when you get old, you do stuff like I haven't bought napkins in years. We go someplace and get takeout, Subway, in and out, whatever. Not all that often, maybe once a week. But they give you this big wad of napkins.
Yeah. Hey, Bob,
and we use 2 of them and put the others in a pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a stack of napkins.
Napkins are not costly, but why spend what you don't have to spend?
Right. Yeah. I see Bob Whatchamacallit has joined us again in the chat room. Good to see you. I wonder if his cousin's Bob Thingamajigger.
No, it's Steve Thingamajigger.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Who knows?
Eating out can be expensive too.
Yeah, it can be.
Yes. And we had KFC tonight, and I was shocked at how expensive it was.
Well, even going to the grocery store has been expensive lately.
Yeah, but you can buy a few things and get 2 or 3 meals out of that, whereas you go spend $25 for a single meal. That's just ridiculous for 2 people. It really is.
I go to KFC very occasionally when there's a coupon in the flyer that they leave in the mailbox every once in a while. And we get the special for the 2-person meal, and it lasts us 2 nights.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
Alex wanted to know.
We shouldn't be eating that much at night anyway, since we're not getting that much exercise or whatever.
Sure. Alex asked me tonight where the closest Popeye's chicken was to my house.
I don't know about you. I'm not that fond of Popeyes. We had a bunch of them when we lived in Aiken, South Carolina, and I tried 2 of the 3 that were there and didn't care for either one of them.
I like KFC's coleslaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had that tonight too.
I like their coleslaw and their the baked beans. I think they have, don't they? They have baked beans as one of the sides.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. The mashed potatoes aren't anything to write home about.
No, the mashed potatoes are.
Well, like instant or whatever. Industrial scale, instant.
They're worse. Yeah, they are. They're instant. Mm-hmm. Sure, they are.
Yeah.
Tony is quick. I tried to hide someone that put something in there, and Tony beat me to it. Good job, Tony.
What? I do not understand some of these deleted messages like that. I have no clue what they even mean. Maybe somebody's giving us the finger in another language or whatever.
Well, I think that one was, let me see. That one is VUM.ONG.
NG, yeah.
I'm not going to go click on it, unlike someone we all know in Sheraton, Arkansas, that went to his tablet to make sure it was safe. I don't know about that boy sometimes. I might, if I had a virtual machine, I might go on a virtual machine, even though I don't.
Is that even, was that a link to click on or something?
I'm sure it is. If I had a virtual machine, I might go test it out, but I'm not 100% convinced that a virtual machine, everything stays on the virtual machine.
It's not a link. I hovered over it.
Yeah, nothing's happening. Oh, Robert sent me a message. Need to pay attention to what's going on here. So,
Pay attention, boy.
Who's the virtual machine expert? Anybody?
Not me. I don't deal with it. I've used one at work years ago, but
well, I was always told.
Created anything?
Yeah, I was always told that what you do on the virtual machine, what you do on the virtual machine stays on the virtual machine. Yes, Greg. Go ahead, young man.
I was raising my hand to answer your question. Yes, I'm an expert on it.
Okay.
It's not a real machine.
We had some, where I worked out here, we had stuff called qualified software. And it had to be run in the exact environment it was, quote, qualified in, where you ran test cases that matched what you said was going to be the purpose of it and this and that and the other thing. And we had virtual machines to run some of those in. But there was a special folder, this was using VMware, I think, that you could transfer files in between the virtual machine and the real machine.
Kenny Whitten
so
says,
you had to be able to move your input files for the program over and then take your answer file and move it back to the regular machine because you were going to use the results to write a report or something like that. You know?
You're saying that,
so,
what'd you call it, a qualified machine?
Well, qualified software. And to do that, you had to write a document detailing what the purpose of the software was going to be. There were like 5 documents you had to do.
Wow.
And the last ones were test cases with known answers and stuff like that. You had to show that you gave the right answer. The kicker was that if you changed your machine at all, with any new software or a Windows update, you unqualified the software.
Yeah,
and you had to rerun all the test cases for all the qualified software you had on that machine. That was a real pain in the neck.
Oh, that's job security right there, though. Think about it. You get it all up and running, and it's right. And you hear rumors about they're going to let people go, and you go and you make one little bitty change. You go, oh, damn, what happened? I got it.
And in the Navy, they did that to us. And our software used to be run on hard machine servers. We had like 10 or 12, I think. And then they moved them all to virtual machines. And I got a new DLL file from the program manager. Said, copy this into your your servers, virtual servers, and it'll fix the problem. So I went and did that. They got all pissed off. You can't do that. I said, it's our software. We're the administrators for it. And if it comes from the program office that wrote the software, why shouldn't we be able to put it in there?
Now, I know people can get all bent out of shape. Now, all of our stuff wasn't on the virtual machines. That was just a direction we were moving in when the program stopped. But the physical qualified software machines, we were on a separate network with no access to the internet at all, so that you couldn't download anything that might affect the system.
Right, ours were restricted too.
And now, if you had something on a floppy drive or a CD, that could go in and out, and it was legal so long as you weren't changing anything and you were just doing your work. But there would always be something. But if I had 3 pieces of qualified software on there and I had a 4th piece of qualified software, I just invalidated the first 3 until I go run through all the tests again.
Yeah.
So we used to try to figure out everything we were going to have on the machine, put all the programs on there, and then run the test for every one of them, and write it up, and say, okay, now we're good.
Yeah, when they released a new version of our software, we couldn't install it. We'd have to have the server admins do it.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, well, that's why I had a little farm of 6 Linux workstations that we ran some of our stuff on. And they finally made me an administrator on them, with the understanding that all I was going to do was compile and install the qualified software. But the IT people didn't have a clue about some of our engineering software, and they would try to do it, and they couldn't get it done. And I'd done this before, so they finally let me do that with the understanding I didn't touch anything else. And so we finally came to an agreement on that. But
yeah, they were pretty touchy about that.
I understand. I mean, we had reasons for all of that. We were trying to get a license from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and so for this nuclear waste repository that was supposed to be here, and we had to be able to document the provenance, you might say, of all the software and all the calculations that supported our design efforts. And that's just kind of how it was. But after spending like $5 billion or something, then one of the recent administrations decided that we didn't want to do this here. So we just dumped a bunch of utility and taxpayer money down the toilet. Now they're going to start over someplace else if they can ever agree where to try it.
Typical of the government.
Well, the government's good at doing crap like that. It provided me work for 10 of the last 13 years I worked, though. So, I mean, but that's expensive, an expensive way to support 1,000 or so of us people that were working on it, you know.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the law still says it's supposed to be here. Congress won't fund it, but they won't change the law.
So Matthew Camp says he runs a virtual machine just to mess around with Windows with. So maybe he could answer the question of what happens in the virtual machine stays in the virtual machine. That was always my biggest fear, is you would do something wrong and what you thought you were doing in a virtual machine, all of a sudden, not that I was trying or thinking about doing anything illegal, but if you did and all of a sudden you're not paying attention and you just messed up your host machine.
I don't know, Alex knows a little bit about some of this.
Yeah, he does.
And I learned something from him that I didn't know before. Back in the old days, the VMware, you could have an image for a virtual machine that you could run with the free version of VMware, but you couldn't create anything with it. You had to buy the paid version to be able to create an image for the virtual machine. And he now says that the free version will let you do some of that. So But I haven't played with that since about 2008 or 2009. I haven't touched a virtual machine, and that was at work. I've never played with them at home.
Yeah, on my other i7, he put a virtual machine on there so he could show me that website he runs for his dad's truck business. And yeah, he knows what he's doing because it was like, and I'm like trying to keep up with him. And I kind of wanted to say slow down so I could kind of follow and maybe learn something. But then I thought,
Was he doing the VMware or what?
Yeah, I think it was VMware. I think that's what it was. But yeah, you're right. He knows quite a bit about it. Jeff lost his sandbox.
I hope he gets something out of this last interview.
I do too. Well, you heard him today say that all his answers were perfect.
Well, yeah, he said that on the other interview too.
Yeah, well,
this was the gal saying perfect after he answered the question, but that's my daughter's favorite expression when she's doing business with somebody.
You had told, yeah, that's what you said. That's all right. Let me go over here.
No, Blackwatch, I didn't lose my sandbox. My cat ruined it.
What pissed me off when I was in the Navy, we had the virtual servers. We did a new version of the software. They didn't know how to install it. It'd have to come to my workstation. They had to log on as a Windows administrator, and I'd have to walk them through how to install it.
Yeah, just because you have administrative rights doesn't mean you know how to deal with all the software.
That's what I tried to tell them. I said, why don't you just make me an admin and let me do it?
Well, that's what happened with this bunch of 6 Linux workstations our group had, where we ran a bunch of calculations. I had software that had to be compiled and installed on there, and it was a software that had been developed by the group I previously worked for in Tennessee. And I was part of the group that helped develop that software. I only had a little piece of it, but I knew how to compile it, knew how to use it, knew how to install it.
Yeah.
And they finally gave in and made me root on the Linux machines. And with the understanding that I wasn't going to touch any of the other administrative parts. And that's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the other parts. I just wanted to get our crap running.
Yeah. So Matthew said you can completely mess up a Windows operating system in a VM and restore it right back to a snapshot, but I would take a snapshot first.
Well, of course.
Blackwatch says I'm beating up on Greg, so.
Jeez.
Blackwatch, are you in
I don't know.
Zoom?
I haven't figured out how to reach through the internet yet, so.
No, but you see those videos all the time where people will go like this or like this, and they'll say, oh, damn it, where's the camera? Go like this. Damn it. Anyway, they'll reach across, and somebody will like, I'll take this
like
battery
this.
and hand it to Craig, and he'll grab it, and yeah. That's a little beyond my ability of video editing. But then again, I am using an expensive piece of equipment, according to somebody, so we'll see.
Yep.
I like DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Hey, well, you're becoming an expert on one of the powerhouse video editing systems.
Yeah, you're a pro now.
No, I'm not even. I haven't even made it to the amateur ranks yet, believe me. But it was interesting to hear that Mitch uses it. That was I perked up.
Yeah, he was doing a little bit simpler things than you are, from what he said.
Yeah.
I think that's my take on it.
Yeah, he was taking an iPhone movie and trying to just move it over, and then it sounded to me like he was trying to render it in the wrong format, because you can change the format of rendering.
Well, or it was having trouble reading the file he wanted to change or something. I don't quite understand.
I have never. Let me go grab my $15 Super Ultra cord that I bought.
I don't know why he just didn't save it right directly to his desktop.
Guess if I had something on a phone I wanted to work with, I would just plug in the phone and copy the file and stick it someplace and then play with it.
bet you never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
And Jeff, he won't touch that one.
I've made one modest video in my life. I had, on an old computer, I had some editing software that came with a camera I owned. I bought a video camera of some sort and had some software with it, and I took a birthday party picture or video of my oldest granddaughter when she was like 2 years old, and I was able to move it over and add some titles to it. That's the extent of my video experience. I'm not sure I can do that anymore.
I used to download a bunch of TV shows like The Shield. I did that, and they were .mkv. Well, my TV wouldn't play it. So I did a little research, and guys, just rename it .mv4. I just renamed it, plugged USB into the TV.
I was trying that today. Darren sent me Spider-Man No Way Home, and it's .avi. And I've done that before. You just change it to MP4 and it plays, but it's still, my TV in there won't recognize it. I'm going to, can I share the screen and show this over YouTube at the same time?
No, DLC will play that.
Yeah, but I want to watch this specific movie on my big TV so I can turn on my stereo, and I've got the surround system, and then I'm turning into a miniature Mitch here, believe me. Blackwatch can't zoom one time, hopefully. Let me. Sorry.
You're rocking your walls with the sound system?
No, I can rock this block with my sound system. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. I had this problem the other night. The Zoom is frozen, which that's a good picture I should take. Rick is holding his hand over his eyes like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's doing that.
What the hell did Ken just do?
Yeah, exactly. Jeff looks like he's about ready to fall off into the lava land. And as soon as I stop sharing it, it'll go back to normal. I don't get that. Well, anyway, shoot.
PFM.
Oh, I was going to do a screen grab of you.
Oh, here, I'll do it again. Ready? Everybody get back in those same positions. Ready? And go.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me now? It's working? No, wait a minute. There's a delay. Okay, get your screen grab. There you go.
Well, I copied you.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Let's see if it actually did anything. I'll put it into Paint and see if I got it.
I will.
Yes, I do.
I will temporarily block out YouTube. I'm sorry, gentlemen, Tony, Blackwatch, everyone, Matthew. So now you guys can see Apple phone, local disk, all that, all gone in that sense. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on that. Go to DCMI.
Yeah, a picture of Ken with these boxes concentrating hard and the edge of one pumpkin in the background.
Okay, so there it is. I finally figured out that the latest pictures are going to be in the last folder. It's backwards because you would think they'd be up here in the first folder, but no, Apple does things backwards. They're all down here.
How Explorer sorts them.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what this is. It's JPEG. That was taken on the 5th, so let's see what that is. Oh, and that comes up over there on the other screen. Let me see if I got a video. Okay, so here's a video. Oh, that's the one I took tonight. Okay, so this is a video I took tonight to send to my handyman to say I fixed my drain problem. Can't read the file source or disk. Wow, because it's an MOV. Naturally, it's not going to work.
Thought VLC would read MOV files.
It's probably going to put it over on the desktop because it's copying it to somewhere. I have no clue where. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah.
Well, you can see.
Running.
Just like it should.
There's no audio to this, even though I did audio. Earlier today, you can see the water line where Lorna had the sink full of water. and I bought this stuff called InstaFlow, INSTAFLO. Says put 1 cup in there and add boiling water, which I did. And when I did, the water literally shot up from the drain that high twice. I jumped back thinking, oh, I'm going to have a hell of a mess. It did that. It flows just fine.
It's kind of cool because water literally bounced up to here.
So now,
And it bubble, 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 and then now it drains. So pretty cool. Just wanted to let you know.
now I can move that over and edit it in DaVinci Resolve. I don't know what Mitch is having problems. And then when you save it in DaVinci Resolve, you can save it in MP4, HEIC, H264. I forget the rest, but you can do it. So yeah, it's kind of disappointed. He snaked that drain and it made no difference whatsoever. Didn't find anything in there. He had an 8-foot snake, no issues, but it still wouldn't drain. So I had remembered way back a long time ago, someone told me to get InstaFlow, but you got to be careful with it. And man, it opened it right up. So
Yeah, acid in it probably.
Yeah, and Ken's now selling a built-in in-ground watering system for the lawn.
yeah, I am. I'm gonna have the greenest lawn around.
InstaFlow crystal vein cleaners.
Matthew, I could actually shoot a video with my iPhone and show you guys. Sure, I can do that. I do have the VLC media player on both my computers, which I've only got one running right now, but yeah. It's nice. We got my 1967 Yamaha speakers. Those are, to this day, still sound good. And then I've got a couple little bookshelf speakers strategically placed, and it sounds like a theater. You can literally sit there. If you get the right position, you can sit there and listen to the sound. Start here and go all the way around back to that same speaker. And that's not using the theater mode on the receiver. That's just using the regular receiver.
We have a technical question.
I see that. He's asking where the lat is at. I don't know where the lat is at.
No, Matthew.
Oh, there's a...
Hold on, I get prepared for TikTok.
I'm looking for the technical question.
He's asking me, and I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Meaning where he says he's not sure what a smut puppet is.
Find those on some of the exotic websites, don't you?
I guess so.
Moving back to Chad.
After we don't find the technical question, did he delete?
That was it.
Oh, the smut puppet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You explain it to him. I have no clue what he's talking about.
Hey, I've dodged a bullet explaining something that you guys volunteered for me to explain to Alex, and so far the young lad has not remembered. I'm hoping he never does.
Yeah, but what happens when he lands this big job?
I'm going to tell him to call Gary.
You missed it.
I
I actually thought about sending him an email about that with a link to Wikipedia. Probably would have gone into shock.
Probably. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll shoot a little video tomorrow on my iPhone and show Matthew tomorrow night. I like it. I don't play hardly any vinyl anymore, but I do use it for movies, especially the ones that have the really good sound effects in it. I really do like that. Lorna gets a little pissed because I like it at a volume that you can hear it, which is loud. And her big thing is the neighbors will hear it, and I don't think it's that loud.
You're not going to believe this. Google search, there's a website called smutpuppet.com. I have not clicked the link, but Google pulls it up.
Oh, be bold, be brave. Click the link.
Share your screen.
I was getting ready to say, share a screen. Let's get me kicked off in one night here.
Has anybody carded Matthew? How old is he?
I don't know, Matthew, how old are you? The question has been from
37.
Matthew, 37. I don't know. Lord, that floor gets lower and lower and lower.
The house is sinking.
Tony, you're up. I think.
No, I got it. I was actually paying attention to chat. And I caught it.
I was busy trying to
Find the smut puppet.
No, Jeff is hurting my ears again.
Hey, if you want to go and look, that's your doing.
21 years old.
Matthew Camp is 21 years old. Wow.
And you don't know, oh Lord.
You got an ID?
Yes, Greg.
And if you click on that link, it'll be in your Google account forever.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to experiment and click on the link. Maybe when I'm in my late 70s. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. In my late 80s. Yeah, that one's safe.
Watch your mouth.
According to Kerry, the average male in America lives to 78.
Well, it's got to be true then. I'd take 78. I'd be happy with that.
I prefer 88.
Well, all the stout men in my family die before they get to 67, so if I can get to 78, that would be good. Of course, then again, they never took care of themselves, including my dad. He just got tired of doing his diabetes thing. He literally woke up one morning and said, I'm done with this, and threw everything away and went back to eating like normal. And that was 3 pizzas a day and 15 gallons of soda a day. Don't understand it.
I had an aunt who was diabetic and overweight, and she said, I'd rather eat what I want and take the insulin.
Yeah.
She lived to be 80-something. I'd have to look.
I'm going to follow your aunt's advice. I like that. But, all right, here's
And I had an uncle who had some health issues on the same side of the family, and he did what the doctors told him, and he lived to be 89. And in his last year, it was clear he was going downhill.
yeah.
When they told the doctor, said, I'd really like to eat some of this stuff again, some bacon. I haven't had it in 15 years. The doctor said, hell, go ahead and eat the bacon. You know?
Yeah.
May as well enjoy yourself a little bit. And he did, and if it shortened his life a week or two, he didn't care, you know. He didn't overdo it either. He just wanted to have a little pleasure.
Sure. So fully dressed, pair of jeans, t-shirt, socks, $251.
205. I thought it was 205.
That'd be nice.
That was
That'd be nice.
What, though, 6'4", something like that?
Yeah, I'm 6'4". That was the nice thing about that stomach virus. I got down to 238. Man, was that nice.
I'm 5'9", and I'm 210, so.
I don't know. I don't even know the scale.
I don't know. Then I'm going by what I weigh in the doctor's office.
If you feel you're going down the shower drain, grab a hold of Jeff.
I always figure it like this.
Just be careful what you're grabbing onto.
Yeah, really.
Any port in a storm, you know.
Yeah, I don't look at weight per se as weight. I look at how I feel and how my clothes fit. If my clothes are fitting me and I'm not tight and restricted, I'm fine. Now, that program I'm on with the VA, they get all bent out of shape with that. No, you need to weigh a certain. No, I don't need to weigh a certain weight.
Oh, body mass index.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm comfortable, and I'm very shocked I'm over 250. I really am. But It's 11:41 at night. I've got my clothes on. I just ate dinner. I've got 2 cups of coffee already. I'm going to weigh a little bit more right now than I will in the morning. That's just a given. When you sleep, everything balances out. I'll probably weigh about 247 tomorrow morning. And here he comes. Be prepared.
We have a little video.
Uh-oh.
We have a little video in chat. Matthew say, "But Dad, they made me Google it.
Yeah, really.
I didn't look at this. I don't know what you're talking about." It's those people on YouTube.
Sure, blame us. Evening, Gary.
Okay, what's up? Talking about
all of us.
Talking about smutpuppet.com.
Yeah, we are. All of a sudden, the screen's going to go blank and there's going to be a test pattern or something, and it's not me doing it. That's funny.
Which I didn't even know was a thing until 10 minutes ago.
Matthew said he didn't know what it was. He said, I legitimately looked it up.
I could guess what it was. It would be Pinocchio.
Lie to me, baby, lie to me. Pinocchio and Cinderella?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, well, except his nose wouldn't be what gross.
Wow, we've been over an hour already. That's hard to believe.
Talking about Pinocchio.
But that's the first time I'd heard that particular expression.
Settle down, Geppetto, put away your knife.
Hey, Chuck C is joining us in the chat room. Haven't seen him in a while.
Man.
Is that what does it say?
Says Chuck_C. Hey, Colligan man.
What?
Chuck_C. Hey, Colligan man.
No, that's Chuck_C. Okay. There's a few of them running around at the moment. That's Chuck.
Wow, he did a 3-hour earlier stream and 2 hours a few minutes ago.
Mm.
Are you related to Carrie and Doug, Chuck?
I didn't see him. I got the wrong channel again.
Was this on your channel or someone else's channel? Kind of weird talking to a screen when the camera's over there. I still do that. And he's laughing. Guess we'll never know the answer to that question. So we got good news today, Gary. The 115-year-old electrician's coming out on Wednesday at 9 to do everything that we were approved by the city to be done. So 3 weeks from tonight, I will hopefully be streaming from the new home in Indianapolis. I don't guarantee you how long it's going to be. It might be 5 minutes of I'm here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night and go from there.
Hey, is he bringing his walker?
Do I, Greg?
Okay. Is he bringing his walker?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you get your inspection done?
Yeah, we're good. That was never an issue. Latency. Yeah.
Did you get the house you're buying inspected?
Do what?
Did you get the house that you're buying inspected?
Yeah. Yes, we did. And I didn't have any issues with what petty little things they found. Everything they found, I can fix. So if I so desire. Roof is good. There's no basement for flooding. Nothing needed any repair at all. All the drains work, which I fixed our drain tonight. So we're good. And if the guy didn't want to do it, my realtor already said we were going to use a handyman, and the buyer was just going to have to accept that. So I think, like I said last night, I felt it was going to work out, and it did. So Chuck said his latency tonight was like 15 seconds, and he did a stream on his channel, 2 shows. I haven't timed the latency on mine tonight. Let me, somebody get ready to time this. Let's see what the latency is here. And start the timer now. Okay, how long was that? Anyone time it?
5 seconds or 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. Okay, and start it again now.
At 5 again.
About the same. Yeah, I can live with that. That's cool. So, my oldest son drove by the new place. He said he liked it. His wife Googled it, looked it up on the internet. She said she liked it. So, I said, good. You need to be there 3 weeks from tonight helping us move in.
We got an appointment that night, Dad.
Funny you should say that, because that's, yeah. No, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Like I said, Kevin offered to come over and help, but he can't do anything. He's on oxygen, you know? What
That would not be a good idea.
No, that wouldn't. I mean, that wouldn't be good at all. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but still. And then, what's Lorna say tonight? When are we going to have our housewarming? I said, sometime in the spring. Get about 2 foot of snow out there and go, okay, let's have the housewarming.
So the housewarming will start once you get the furnace fixed.
Yeah. Once we get the fireplace built, we'll warm the house. Now, if I don't know, she's big on that. We've had 3, and this is about the only place we did not have a housewarming at because everybody's too far away. So, I kind of.
Anybody here know what a chivalry is?
Yes.
I've heard of the expression.
It's when somebody gets married, after a week or two, a bunch of people that know them go up and essentially harass them at their house a little bit.
Oh.
But the tradition is that the newly married couple sort of knows this is going to happen, and they have some simple refreshments or whatever sort of thing ready.
Awesome.
In the olden days, the husband used to hand out cigars to all the men that came by, and the women would sit around and drink tea or coffee and eat cookies or whatever. Usually happened in the evening. I remember one of these happened to a family we knew in this little town I grew up in, and there were 3 of us boys that were about, I don't know, 7th or 8th grade, and we sneaked in and grabbed some cigars from the guy's stash, and what went out and promptly turned green. And I told the guy we did this to something, I don't know, several years ago when he was in the nursing home out there, and he got a good laugh out of it, because it was like, I don't know, 50 years before that. He didn't know we had done it, but he got a chuckle out of it, which was good.
Seems to be a rural area.
Yeah, it is a rural Midwest area thing. Well, in part, I guess maybe rural areas anyplace. There was one episode of The Waltons, which is supposedly in Virginia, where they did one of these things. And to a city guy and his wife that were some relation of the Waltons, and the guy got griped off about it. So, yeah, it is a rural tradition. Still have slow internet for my download here.
They still haven't
They
resolved that?
did, they did come and fix the polarity issue. It was something that needed to be fixed, but it doesn't affect the speed. They had 2 wires reversed in the battery box on the outside of my house. The technician said, you were running your radios for this thing totally off batteries. Won't take anything from the power in your house. So the batteries would have run down eventually and everything would quit. But he said it'll be easy to fix your speed issue. And I said, how? And he said, we'll just adjust one of the antennas on the roof. He said, that's what it is. So we'll see.
Kind of funny.
Upload speed is still 600. Download speed is 100 to 125, which is weird.
Yeah.
Where's everybody Elroy?
Said he's going to bed. It is almost midnight, so
We're not too old for that.
Robert's at work. And I think that's about the only 2 we're missing.
Robert was in chat for a second or two.
Oh, was he?
Yep.
He said he's steadily busy tonight. It's just a long Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend to work.
Today is solid ice out. We were just got home.
Oh man.
But it's 27 degrees, but everything melted.
And now that it's below 32, it should be refreezing.
Yeah, nice, just enough to fill in the little indentations in asphalt.
Yeah, we're 32 currently is what it says. They've revised the forecast for Sunday because I actually had plans to go out and work. Now they're showing snow today. That's weird. Flurries. Doggone it. Rick, take your snow back. Doggone it.
Yeah. I would if I could.
Well, don't say you're going to do it. Just do it. Anyways, Sunday was projected to be 50. Now they're saying 49, but still sunshiny. So I will get out there and the garage will be completely done. We'll know what we're taking. We'll know what we're not taking, which I'm pretty sure we're taking everything. But it'll all be packed up and boxed and nice and neat and pretty and ready to go. Oh, here's a stranger.
We're now 53 here, supposed to hit 73 on Sunday.
Greg, you just want to go in that waiting room, don't you? Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Although Greg was working on it earlier today.
I got 5'11" and 53.
You two go over in the waiting room and have your little temperature conversation then, okay?
Which, it's 32 degrees out right now.
Oh, by next Thursday, we're supposed to be below freezing at night.
Oh, there you go. You're in the Rick and I's temperatures now. Good.
Yeah, down to 30 degrees Thursday night.
Oh, Sunday for us is the last nice day at 34 degrees, then we're in single digits until Friday, and then...
Man.
Rick, are you still going out on service calls and stuff?
Yeah, once in a while. We've kind of slowed down for a little bit, but we're going to have a lot of wind for the next 10 days. Anywhere from 15 miles an hour up to 18 miles an hour.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to be 62 on Monday, 63 on Tuesday, and 71 on Wednesday.
Bring that weather with you when you come over to help me in 2 weeks.
All right, I will.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff?
Yeah.
Did you see, I shouldn't say see, did you see Leo when he did one on ice shanties, the fishing shanties?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw the title of it a week or two ago.
Yeah. We have a couple of fishing shanties on our lake. We're not supposed to be there, but nobody wants to come and take them. But I did something.
Well, if the weather's like you say and somebody wants to go out and sit in the shanty on the ice, I wouldn't care.
More power to them. Better you than me.
Of course, the mayor that said that, he resigned.
Really?
Yeah, the city council of 70 knew about it. He must have been paying for it.
What city was it Philadelphia? Quite a few years back. Marion Barry, where was he the mayor at?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, okay, yeah. He was.
Oh, I remember that mess.
Yeah,
he was convicted of drug use or something.
Oh, he was convicted of everything.
With
There's
his
a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. You know, we're going to put a stop to prostitution, you know. And then 2 days later, the mayor was caught coming out of a known brothel today.
With crack.
Yeah, he didn't fare well.
Yeah.
Well, he was on crack that night.
That's what I just said. He was with crack. He got plenty of crack.
So, Tim, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard the news?
What news?
The big beast build is going to none other than chat. Thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, we watched the video today on Carrie's
Doug
channel.
went to Phoenix.
Doug's in Phoenix right now.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Yeah, we all got together and said, let's pull a good one on Tim tonight.
Oh, so there's no shit.
No, I know.
No, hang on. I will post the link for you to go watch it for yourself. I will put it in.
I still don't believe it.
Well, we had an interesting thing watching Doug try to restore his old
Yeah.
image on the new machine using Macrium Reflect, and it wouldn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's when I left. I got bored.
So he's
Well, I was
going
at work
back
all
home.
day, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, he's going back home Sunday, he said. So I think they're going to work on it again tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised to see them together again, but on Doug's channel tomorrow.
Right. That would be.
Ken was saying he thought that. Doug said, I told you I was going to stream from Studio B next weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't say which Studio B.
Okay, I got the link. I'm surprised Doug didn't ask me to go with him or help him transport the thing or whatever.
Well,
He'll call you when he gets back.
I was teasing earlier. I said Tim's going to fly in and help him out.
Oh, that thing. Oh, damn, that is Doug. Oh, shit.
We weren't kidding.
Wow.
So you're saying that's
35 minutes in the video. I skimmed through it. 35 minutes in the video. There he is. That's Doug.
I was on there for about 5 minutes, literally.
Wow, he put a little bit of weight since last time I saw him.
Yeah, about
He's
10,000
about
10,000
5
pounds worth.
years.
So again, being Gary, I have to say, you mean twice I always had problems with gears. That he left the show undone.
Yeah, he's been kind of sure of himself lately that he could do certain things and it didn't work out the way he thought it was. And it surprised me. He took a brand new laptop apart. I didn't think he was ever going to get it apart. I thought he was going to break that apart. And then that didn't work. And then he's got this desktop that's Doug's, and they're still trying to get it going.
I have another question about Doug with that computer. Why did he put his own computer together?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, he said he basically said he got enamored of the big beast and decided he wanted it.
Yeah, that's what I gathered too. That's pretty
It's going to replace his streaming machine.
It'd be different if it was a neophyte, but I mean, he's been doing this 40 years or something, 30 years.
Right, but he's repainting his office and doing other crap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd buy it from somebody to get it working right away. Ooh,
Well, it was working. It's only when Doug tried to put the restore image from his own streaming machine back on it that it wouldn't take.
is that
They
what
had it
happened?
working. The only thing they didn't get to was finishing off the RGB fans today. Is what Terry had planned to do.
Oh, I remember that. They're having an issue with that stuff.
Well, he got all the fans and everything to do it, and then they got hung up trying to get Macrium Reflect to restore Doug's image. They tried it twice and never got it.
Terry had to order a special controller to connect all those fans.
A couple of them, didn't he? Because I think he showed 2 of them.
Right. He showed 2 controllers there, right? At
Yeah,
the beginning of the video.
that's what I thought he
That
did.
is really awesome. So, I told a kid many months ago, the cat was out of the bag, so it's true.
Yep.
Yeah,
What Doug says was that the other 7 Dougs got this to surprise him for his birthday.
yeah.
Well, he deserves it. I'm glad he's getting it.
Yeah, he said also he doesn't fly anymore. I didn't know that.
No, Doug hasn't flown in, let's see,
A couple of years or something, he said.
oh, way more than that. Doug hasn't flown in, about 7 years now.
Okay.
Well, I had to laugh at
He's
Mitch's.
he's putting a lot of attention towards his grandson and his daughter and other things. And
Right.
this YouTube channel he started.
Yep.
When he left our aviation community club and this and that and the other, he said specifically, I'm working on women's training. I had no idea that he was going to start YouTube. That's really cool what he did. And me and him have had some private conversations, and I can't say what me and him talk about. But good. That's really good.
Yeah, we had a few trolls in the chat on Kerry's channel today.
Yeah, one especially called
Oh,
Google
today.
A lot of them were putting a lot of crap on Doug, and one of them got banned, and the other one got demoted to not be a moderator anymore.
I didn't know he was at the Big Beast picking it up today, so I'm going to watch that. I was at work. That's cool.
When you get to the point where they start trying to restore the Macrium image, you can probably just sort of skip ahead a little, get through parts of it.
Yeah, like to the end.
Every few minutes or so, anyway. We
The
know Macrium was working. They made an image of what Kerry had on there before he tried to put his own back. Then they were able to successfully restore it. So it's something about the image from Doug's old streamer. Yeah, just
I'll tell you.
That old streamer's got a lot of history, and
yeah, Doug said it was like 12 years old.
I've been right there with him during the whole damn thing. You know, we used to use it in our clubhouse for flight simulators. And that's what we.
This one could stream and do the flight simulation at the same time.
Yeah, it could. I put the word in for you, Tim. I told him you should get his old streamer. I don't know if he listened to me though.
Hey, he might give it to me. Who knows? Well, I don't know whose price that Catherine gave me.
Did you get all your parts?
Yeah, I got one with the video card. I think I could, I didn't even bother to put it together because the photography business is, I got killed on that. I lost $40,000 last year, and I'm looking at another loss this year. I'm not booked for one damn air show, no nothing. Rio Airways is the only thing I may be booked for, but I'm just over it. I'm not going to hang it up.
Well, hopefully
I'm not going to hang it up, but I'm going to still push and push and push. But, you know, $40,000, that's a lot of money to lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a side business.
I
And
wouldn't
then when
want to
I reinvest 75% of my profits in the equipment, and then it's not there no more, it hurts.
Yep.
Somebody texted me earlier tonight about 9:30 my time. Oh, Bill, check out that video. Big and orange and bright. Oh, man. I wouldn't even set up for it. I went out there for crappy lens, and I went out there for a $200 lens and a freaking $4,000 body. I was like, oops. I was unprepared for it, but I got cool pics. But I'm suffering. I'm suffering big time.
What are you doing 3 weeks from tonight?
Huh?
What are you doing? I said, what are you doing 3 weeks from tonight?
I don't know.
How do you feel about the Midwest?
What do you mean about the Midwest?
Well, specifically, how do you feel about the state of Indiana?
I don't feel anything about either state.
Well, then come on down. You can help me move, and I'll show you all about Indiana. Well, that's settled.
Yeah. I'm thinking about maybe going back to Carolina or somewhere. Who knows? I did see some cool posts today. The number 3 Waco, 1929. And the wings and the spars and everything's being rebuilt. And I made the landing gear on that, and that used to be my dad's airplane. Jeff Nelson is working on it. He purchased all that mess right before my dad passed away. So that's kind of cool.
I seen some of the stuff you were posting on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, Patrick Pizzera passed away on Super Bowl Sunday. He's the owner of Contact Magazine. Oh man, what a blow.
Where was that fire at that you
posted?
posted?
To the aviation community. That hurt all of us.
You posted a picture of a fire somewhere. Where was that at?
Northern California.
Oh, okay. I thought it might be back in the east somewhere.
Yeah, we got fires already. What the hell?
Too early for that.
Fire season's year round now, I guess.
I guess.
Stupid. And another thing that bothers me a lot, I had frost this morning, and it's 76 degrees in the afternoon. This weather's weird.
So Gary, Rick, and myself are going frost. Yeah, we'll take that.
And then I gotta go to work with long johns and all that stuff on, and then by 10 o'clock I gotta strip all that crap off. I'm not used to that.
Did you work today?
Yeah.
They talked you into work
10 hours a day. I usually work 8 hours.
Man.
But we hired a crap load of people. And I'm training shop with material and this and that and the other. Oh man, so
It's just busy
right now.
Were you doing a lot of training?
I'm not doing any training. I'm not doing that crap ever again.
Yeah. So you don't have to train the new hires or whatever.
We're not doing it. We are top 10 in the country and we are ISO certified, so that's a cool thing. So we're getting a lot of business all of a sudden.
So you're hiring experienced people for what you're doing.
No, they're hiring crap off the streets. Yeah.
Are they paying bonuses to get hired?
Oh, yeah, what was it? $500 bonus?
That is little, but still.
Yeah. But then if you're ISO certified, you got to make sure you try to keep your certification.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you got to teach people how to do it the right way to keep that sort of stuff going.
Well, this stuff's changed a lot over the years.
Which ISO version are you on? Or certified?
What's that? 9012 or 9001, whatever it is. Oh, we have a certificate posted. It took us 3 years to get that certificate during the pandemic.
Your customers like to see it, makes them feel good.
Oh yeah, and we lost some customers, but some of our older customers, they already had the certificates, and now they're seeing that. Oh, so they're giving us a lot of business, and I'm liking it. And we are a profit sharing company. We do have one robot in there, and now they're thinking about purchasing a couple more robots, which is kind of cool.
All right.
You got, what is it?
There's a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm liking it.
You have 9001 certification. I was just Googling some stuff.
It's 901
Well, 9012 was air aspirated blowpipes.
901,
There's 9001. It's
I don't know the exact certification we got. Just look up P&M CNC machine. We're certified.
okay. This is your CNC machine shop should have the ISO 9001 certification.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just curious.
Our actual website, if you want to look at it, is pnmcnc.com.
Okay, what was that again?
P&M CNC. It should show up right there, first page on Google.
All right, let me see something.
We're top 10 in the country.
P&M.
I'll be there. I'm on 40 years.
Tim,
Yes.
would you say it again? Or Jeff?
Hey, Tim, just post it in chat.
Well, here's and a CNC.
Hey, what it is? A bunch of people talking at one time.
Tim,
Yes.
put it in chat for us. Or somebody repeat it and I'll put it in chat.
P&M CNC. It's that easy.
Paul, Mary, November, Charlie, November, Charlie.
Yeah.
.com.
Yep. Redmond, California. Actually, your machines and parts for Doug's airplane on in that company.
Well, I put something in wrong because it brought up MediaCom.
P&M company. P&M CNC machining.
Jeff, good. Yeah.
We've got a big robot on the homepage.
Oh yeah, that's our new robot.
All right.
It handles.
Voted top 10 machine shop in USA.
Yes, that's the one.
All right.
Now my internet is lagging for some
You
reason.
can even find my picture on there somewhere of me.
I'm glad it's
Hell,
your
I already
picture.
had a link to it. Didn't remember.
I'm not going nowhere.
It's kind of a long drive from North Carolina, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they got this big bowling plant going up there in Greensboro. I'm wondering about that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up. All over the place. I'm just tripping out on the damn prices right now at the grocery stores. Go get a steak the other night. I could have gone to Chris, Bruce, whatever, and got the same thing for the same price and been waited on.
There's Tim's link in the YouTube chat, in case anyone wants to look at it there. And now that I'm 2 days late behind over here, there it is in Zoom chat. But it's better late than
Matter
never.
of fact, Alex and I think Catherine, I think she's got a quickie wheelchair. We make all those parts. I think it's really cool.
Shows how small the world is.
Yeah, it's very small.
At times, it can be. It really can. So I'm going to end the live stream. We're at 1 hour and 43 minutes. So coming up on my 2-hour time limit that I've self-imposed, which sometimes we hit, sometimes we don't. So Tony Wallow, Chuck C., Tom K., Black Watch, Matthew Camp. I think that's everybody. Oh, Gondal. I didn't see that he was in there. Oh, I blocked him out.
I didn't even open YouTube. I just.
Yeah, Robert's been in there off and on.
Yeah, Robert. He'll probably join us on the Zoom once we get off of YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. As always, thank you for joining in your support, and we'll see you tomorrow.